Good morning to everyone and welcome to another update on the market. For today, I decided to cover British pound versus US dollar. I will speak about the gold market, crude oil and Bitcoin versus US dollar. I will start with the British pound versus US dollar first. So basically what I found here on the 4-hour time frame is that the market is at this area on the 4-hour time frame. We can see the support cluster around 1.2415, and we have also the rising trend line in the background as well. So there is a chance for the rotation back upside. I alerted about this potential rally yesterday, so we went to revisit the highs and then found the sellers. But at this stage, I see potential for another upside movement towards this resistance cluster at 1.2468 or 70 mark. In case of the breakdown of 1.2400 area and the downside continuation, right, then the support zone will be in the play around 1.2355. But since that's not the case at this stage and market is just floating towards this support zone, there is a potential for the upside rotation. Speaking of the gold, so the gold reached this first upside objective. So we spoke about this yesterday, but market found the very important pivot level at 2010 or 2011, and then the supply is now present. So now we can see that gold is trading lower, but we had a very big initiation from buyers around 1970 mark here in the background. So now market is trying to test the supply, and we have the support cluster around, I will say around 1983 or 1985 to 1982. So this is a very important support zone, and we have this failed a down break initially on this one. So from my perspective, pay attention to on this level, this support zone, 1985 and 1982. So that will be the very important level and pivot zone to watch. And in case of the market will find some exhaustion around that point, there is a chance for the further upside rotation towards the 2010 level, or even, of course, if there is a bigger power later on towards the 2045 level. So from this stage, the focus is to see if the market can find exhaustion or rejection of this support zone that we have here on the 4-hour time frame. If we speak about the crude oil, so the crude oil managed to go, and basically that was a big fade of this breakout. Once we saw the market it back into the trading range and it couldn't rebuild hard, the market sold off even naturally, and now it's filling this gap. So far I don't see any kind of exhaustion of sign of strength, so there is even potential to fulfill the whole gap and back to rotate towards 75-50 area. And speaking of the Bitcoin versus US dollar, what we have there is that market didn't have a power. Basically, it found pretty much supply just around the lows and rotated lower back in this prior range. So market tried to react there and failed, and now market is trading to the downside, and we have a support cluster around 27,800 mark. And then if the market will even break that, there is a plenty of underlying support from the previous price action there, but this is a 27,800 mark. That'll be all for this update. I hope that you did enjoy. Trade safe as always, and have a good weekend, and speak to you from Monday.